Good evening, Falta, and welcome to Fireside Sounds. You're with myself, Marian, Shanley West, and it's turning out to be a lovely evening. I have to say, in Ireland, we were freezing, then it was sunny, then it was freezing cold again. So all I can say is I'm very delighted to have in studio with me, finally, because I wasn't sure with the weather we were going to have Taylor's Lane. Hi, guys.
Hi, how are you?
Now, I have Jackie and Shane, a brother and sister. That's a good concept to have. Tell me, how did you guys decide you were going to sing together?
Well, we've pretty much been singing since we could talk, I think, and it started around the kitchen table, I suppose. So we just said, why not try and make something of it and get ourselves out there and get our songs out there.
So there's good family history of music, isn't there? Tell me, somebody else in your family plays?
Yeah, my dad plays the guitar, and he was in a band when a few years back, so I just picked it up off him, you know. There's always been music around the place, so.
And was that your first choice? Like, did you go towards the guitar and say that's the one, or was there piano first or something?
I started off on the drums, and you know, I don't know, I just kind of like went off towards the guitar a bit. Yeah. So. And
you enjoy it?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
And when did you start writing, Shane?
I started writing about 3 years ago, 4 years ago. It's been going well, you know.
Great. And then you guys decided 2 years ago, was it, to come together?
Yeah, just to start trying to get ourselves out there and go to local pubs and stuff like that, and it just kind of took off from there.
How has it been now? Have you found it easy, or is it a little bit difficult? You're based in Dublin.
We're based in Dublin, yeah, but we're trying to branch out as much as we can, get ourselves out on the circuit. It's easy enough to get around in Dublin, but anywhere else, I suppose I should learn to drive would be the main thing to do. So.
You did well getting here. So
yeah.
Oh, well, you did have somebody bring you. Is there somebody maybe in the green room sitting at the moment?
Our producer Mark is in next door. So.
Say hi, Mark.
Hello, Mark.
Down the road. I have guests. It's always a bonus. So listen, tell me, there's something happening as well in April. You're working on something interesting at the moment,
aren't you? Currently we are recording our EP, which is due for release at the end of April, hopefully. So it should be good. It's got about 5 tracks on it. So. And
have you a favourite, or are they all just fantastic?
Yeah, they're all fantastic.
Well said. That's one you want to get, isn't it? So listen, if anybody's interested in getting in touch with you guys, so you're on Facebook, aren't you?
Yeah, they can check us out on Facebook on Taylor's Lane. Taylor's Lane.
Sounds very simple. Taylor. Well, listen, you're going to play a song for me, I think. So,
we are indeed,
what would you like to sing this evening?
Do you want to do Prone to Fall first?
Yeah, alright. Prone to Fall.
Prone to Fall. And who wrote this one? Was this the...
Yeah, this is one of my first songs.
Brilliant. And is this on the EP as well? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So what we'll do is I'll do a little intro to you. We're going to have... Do you want to tune up? Are you ready to go for it?
Yeah, ready
to go.
Okay,
cool. We're going to have Taylor's Lane, and we have Prone to Fall. And this is one of the songs off the EP, and I'm very delighted to have them in the studio. Take it away, guys.
You were spoon-fed all your life, not knowing the difference between wrong and right, yeah. Your life was free of stress. What happens when it ends? You pay for the sins, to pay for the life and the home you're in, yeah. Give it all away. Hand over the yes, the leftover mess. Hand it all over and over the best, yeah. That's the price you pay. And what do you do when you turn around and it all goes upside down? You ain't ready for this, ain't ready at all. What do you do when you turn around and it all goes upside down? You ain't ready for this, ain't ready at all. 'Cause you are prone to fall. Yourself a few days and they're getting darker every day. it's your fault. No one else, no point in crying for help, digging your own grave. This time you can't hide from the blame. Yeah, 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 yeah. Turn around, it all goes upside down. You ain't ready for this, ain't ready at all. What do you do when you turn around and it all goes upside down? You ain't ready for this, ain't ready at all. 'Cause you are prone to fall.
Wow. Excellent. Very impressive.
Yes.
You're quite a good guitarist there, Shane. My God.
Thanks,
No,
love.
you're seriously very good. There's a lovely sound off the guitar. Is this brand new guitar, is this something you've been playing for years?
Yeah, well, I've gone through 3 of these guitars actually.
And you like that specific guitar?
Yeah,
too,
it's
as well?
quite nice.
There's lovely tones off it as well.
Yeah, it's got the. I like the rosewood. Rosewood is my favourite.
Very rock and roll, actually, isn't it?
Cheers.
Listen, your harmonies are really good. Do you practice really a lot at home, or do you get much time together to
Yeah, we
practice, or-
do. Yeah, well, we
We do like every day. kind
yeah
of thing.
every day because
Yeah.
we're gigging a lot of the time as well. So it's
Right.
like we'd be practicing for the gigs as well.
Right, so what were you doing last week? Where were you at? Can you remember?
where were we
Were you in
last week?
Dublin anyway?
We
so-
had like 3 gigs last week. We were in
The Mercantile.
the Mercantile. We were in Taylor's 3 Rock. We were in a good few places. Yeah, we were in.
And what is it like? Do you enjoy the whole experience? Are you more sort of a live band or are you a studio band? Which is your
I think we
preference
like.
at the moment?
We're good live. We're good both ways, really. I suppose.
Yeah,
But,
live.
live
you
is
know,
fun.
Is good.
we get the audience
Yeah, that's it.
interaction and stuff like that, which is good.
Brilliant stuff. So you're going to be playing the Academy out here as well. When's
Yeah,
that
we
taking
are
place?
doing a charity gig on the 4th of April,
Okay.
which we're really looking forward to. It's our first big venue.
Okay.
And yeah, should be really good.
And who's the charity? Do you know offhand?
Yeah, it's for Down Syndrome Ireland.
Okay, great. So guys, the 4th of April, you got to get over to the Academy. These guys, Taylor Lane, are going to be playing. And you know something, I think, you know, the sound that we're hearing tonight is something special. So I'm figuring it's going to be quite a gig if you can turn up. And also you're going to support a very good cause as well with Down Syndrome Ireland. Right, guys. Listen, you're producing at the moment. How do you find that process? Are you very involved as artists? Or do you sit back
Definitely.
and say, this is the way? No.
No, we
So-
are very involved in what we're doing. Like, we're lucky enough to have our producer is also one of our best friends.
Okay.
So
And he drive you here. so,
yeah. Thanks for the lift, Mark. We've 2 of them. We've Mark McLaughlin and Nick Murphy, who are both really couldn't do it without them.
Okay.
And they're helping us out, but at the same time they know when to tell us to shut up as well at the
Yeah.
same time. So.
So who's the bossy one in the office or in the studio? Do you find that you take the lead?
Probably.
Yeah, I'm getting the sense there, Jerry. But
I
that's
just
good
sit
too.
Yeah.
And you the dominant vocals, do you feel, or do you work together
That's
equally on the?
50-50, yeah.
But that's very good because it's a hard one to sort of balance as well when there's a brother and sister involved. It's one thing if you were in a band and you still have 2 dynamics anyway. So do you get on well? You seem like you do,
Yeah, most of the time.
especially live in front of camera.
Yeah.
Which is always a good move. So with the creative process, what way do you work? Are you somebody who creates a chord first and then writes, or have you something in your head and you go, all right, I got to write this down, and then work with the chords or the music afterwards?
I prefer to do the music first and then write the words. You know.
Okay, great.
But we've written songs before where just like we've written a whole song, just words, and then
And then put music to
put
it.
the
I only
music to
started writing about a year ago, I think. And it's when I picked up the ukulele as well. And I just found that, like, it's easier to come up with the music first and then the lyrics. But as I said, Shane's the more talented musician of the bunch. So sometimes I just throw lyrics at him and I'm like, there, put that in the song. Go for it.
But that's the way to do the creative thing, isn't it, really, where you
Yeah.
work together. And sometimes it's the tiniest little contribution that can make the song turn
Definitely.
completely. Do you find
Yeah.
that when you're working together
Oh,
as well?
definitely, yeah. Sure, he's got the music terminology and whatnot. So he'll just put a twist on a song and all of a sudden it's something completely different and it's going down this excellent path. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a good sister. And what have you got to say about Jackie Shane? She's great, isn't that it as
yeah,
well?
she's a great songwriter.
Brilliant. That's good to hear as well, because you can hear from the songwriting from your side as well. There's something there. Seriously good. And I think that if you can both put that together the way you have done so far, it's a really good way to go forward. It's very American, I can hear. And also I keep thinking Germany in that area as well would love that kind of stuff too. which is very important too.
We branch out.
Yeah, you should do. I think it's great. A lot of bands are going out of Ireland now. I've noticed from people coming in here as well, that outside of Ireland. But Ireland's a great scene if you can get and travel around a bit as well. So like you say, maybe the car, or get Mark again and get him to take you down the road. So if you have another song we might listen to, what would you like to do? We see this ukulele maybe.
Yeah, this is Battle Scars maybe. Yeah, this is one that it's my most recent song that I wrote.
Fantastic.
It's called Battle Scars.
Okay, great. Take it away, guys.
You can make a blue sky turn to rain now. Tell me what you wanna know. You hit me, bruise me, hurt me, baby, cause me pain. Think it's time to go. Never cared about what you did. You had your fun and left. Like a hanging tree, the noose of rope you see, just emptiness. Ooh. The life you lived, the love I had is gone away. Here's what I do. Keep a track of every smile and breath. I am without you. Guess what I am trying to say is can't comprehend all the crying now, all the worries come to an end. These battle scars, all's fair in love and war. It's how the game is played. You choose to live your life. You choose to sacrifice all the treasures you gain. Turn to rain now. Tell me what you wanna know. You hit me, bruise me, hurt me, baby, cause me pain. I think it's time to go.
Oh, excellent. That is so chilled out. I'm getting very relaxed here. I could see a field of sunflowers. I don't know, I was getting very hippie there for a second. You should just apply to Glastonbury straight away. That's a really good song. That's not on the EP, is it yet? No, it's on the EP.
But that's available to download on our SoundCloud.
Is it? Brilliant. Okay, so it's on, where can we find it?
If you go onto SoundCloud and just search for Taylor's Lane.
Okay, brilliant. Once again, that's a brilliant song. So you both are very different with your styles, but I can hear what you mean. All of a sudden the guitar came in.
Yeah,
a completely new dynamic. So there's a lot of empathy between you guys, isn't there? Which is musical. And I think even when there's not in family, if you see that in a band, that's what makes people great. That's what brings you forward as well. So very, very good work, guys. And that's a lovely sound. The harmonies as well. There's nothing worse than overkill, but you guys just got that right measure, got that right taste. Listen, you're brilliant. I'm delighted to have you in the studio. I really am. I mean, where can we plug? What do we need to talk about that we can talk about Taylor's Lane? Is there anything else you need to mention to the guys listening?
Yeah, definitely. If you could check us out on Facebook, that'd be great. And
oh yes, how about this little offer? Your EP signed.
Yeah, signed, delivered, sealed with a kiss, I suppose.
Oh.
To the 500th person.
Yeah.
Who
so guys,
likes us on Facebook. Yeah,
you've heard it here. Taylor's Lane. Whoever is the 500th person to like Taylor's Lane will get a signed EP from here. And I think I heard a kiss mentioned, but you'll have to negotiate
By
that
me.
on Facebook.
Yeah, by
By Shane. Well, you might get a queue of likes straight away there, I think, as well. That's fantastic. All right. Thank you so much for coming into studio.
Thanks a million for
And I'm
having
looking
me.
forward to hearing this new EP. Will you send it off to me?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And if you're doing a video on the back of that as well, definitely put you on the hot and happening side of things that's going on as
That'd
well.
be great, yeah.
Brilliant. Well done. Great stuff.
Thanks a lot.
Guys,
Thanks a million.
thank you. Listen, that's Taylor's Lane. And you can catch them in the Academy. Make sure you turn up for some of their gigs. And if you're a promoter or you're somebody out there who's looking to book outside of Dublin, listen, these guys are well worth the shot because you can hear them acoustically. I'd love to hear them really on a bigger scenario as well. So that's well worth checking out. Okay. Today I was talking to somebody very, very interesting indeed. Now, his name was Johnny Elliott, and he is a writer and a director. And he's behind something called The Last Show. Now, guys, in Ireland we're very privileged to have very important people who are doing, you know, homegrown industry stuff, which would be feature films. Now, this one is about a terminally ill theatre director. Now, they go to an old country manor. It's a long story in the west of Ireland, but it's fantastic. The people who are involved here, what will I just list off? You've got Brian Fortune, Andy McCaffrey, you've got Melissa Nolan, you have Stephen Murray, and you have Rajan Nundell, and also Rita Marie Lawler. Now, if you don't know who they are, then really you should find out, because these guys have been in the industry and they know what they're doing, but they're also, you know, running low on funds to finish off this very, very vital film. And it's a feature film from Ireland. It's homegrown and it's going to be shot down in, I think it's Ballinasloe. Guys, they need a few quid. And I mean, if you have deep pockets, you should be putting your hands in to support these, because the Irish industry is so important right now. Let me tell you, they are rmlfilms@gmail.com. If you need to find out more, will you give me a PM later on if you can't understand a word I'm saying right now? But listen, it's very important. We need to get behind these. And if you have a few quid, will you please generate something towards making this happen, because they're going to be shooting very, very soon. Now, you could possibly end up getting a little invitation to the premiere if you do something like that, or you could get a signed poster from the film, or you could get a credit as an associate producer, depending on how much you contribute towards this. So it's well worth it. Do you know what we're going to do? I'm going to stop talking. You're going to have a look and see what this video about The Last Show is all about.
The Last Show is a feature film. It's a co-production between my own independent production company, RML Films, and another independent production company, Red Splash Productions. It's all set in a country house, all in one location, based on a group of people who are working on a show, really a pretty big theatre show. And so the director decides to take these people away and lock them away in a house basically to rehearse for it. But it's not necessarily about the show itself, but it's about these people living together, and they know each other for a very long time, and now that things just start to kick off in the house. Damien's character, he's a very slightly eccentric kind of a character. He's a very ill man. Nobody knows the severity of his illness. The affair that's going on is between Richie. He's a big eye for the women. You know, it's not his first time to be cheating, and we find that out eventually. But his partner in it is Cynthia, and she's kind of a glamorous kind of she's a good-looking woman, and she's very self-confident. But he's cheating on her. He's having an affair with Vicky. Vicky is a bubbly character, a likeable character, and you know, she's kind of riddled with guilt about this affair that's gone on, but they get caught, but nobody knows, you know, we don't know who's after catching them. Jack is crazy about Vicky. His objective is, he's in love with her, and he wants to have her, and he's kind of, obviously he's oblivious to the affair that's going on. There's a character, Stella, who she seems like she just doesn't give a stuff about anything. She's kind of a bit of a reckless character. So all she does is kind of make smart remarks and sort of, she doesn't really give a toss about anything or anyone. And then there's Bobby. He's battling a personal crisis in his own life. He's you know, he's trying to get access to his 7-year-old son. He's split up from his partner, so there's lots of that going on. And he's keeping it, like Damien with his illness, he's kind of keeping it outside, but you know, it's playing on his mind a lot. But there's lots of different emotions, diverse different emotions going on. It's going to be challenging, but it's also going to be very, I personally am a big fan of one location films, and it's just great what you can do with actors in one location, and what you can get from actors, what you can get from performances, what you can get from the story, and just really bring it to life. The last show is
Hi guys, back in studio with me again. I hope you enjoy that. And as I said, this is the Irish film industry that we need to support. We need to get our money in her and put it out there for people who are doing something very vital like these guys are. And it sounds like quite a project as well. So I'm excited to see the end result anyway. And I hope I get an invitation to the premiere, obviously. Now, what we're starting is another completely new section on the show as well, and it's called Hot and Happening. And I decided earlier today, given the snow and everything that was going on, I'd love to get a song that would lift me, make me feel good. And I put it out there for people to send me videos. And I was very lucky because in the process, I got a wonderful response from somebody called Roy Villani. I better say it properly. It could be Villani, it could be Villani. But listen, regardless, and Azizi, this is a song that I think is absolutely beautiful, and it's very skillful. There's lovely singing in it, and it just transports me away from what's going on in Ireland with the weather, obviously the freezing cold. Now, this is a song called Sun Comes Up. Have a listen.
Go to the window and look at
It's all right. Ah, I just love that. That's a great song. Delighted to be able to play that for you guys, and I hope you're bopping along with me because it's just a nice feel. And The Sun Comes Up is one of the songs I'm going to put on replay for the rest of this wonderful spring weather. Listen, we've had so many texts and requests into the studio that I've had to hold on to Taylor's Lane because you guys now want them to play another song, and lucky enough we've enough time. So guys, I think we might have another little tune, and I'm going to say goodbye now to everybody, and we're going to finish off the show with Taylor's Lane. Facebook them, find out more about them, and I'll see you next week. Here we go, Taylor's Lane.
Sat entwined, watching every motion, staring at the stars in the sky, reflected in the ocean. Watch the larks play in the sky, high above the ocean. Watch them whirl and twirl in the sky. Don't come home till morning. Two young lovers on the strand, in and out of the ocean. Another wave washes over them, cleanses their emotion. Thunder follows lightning, and sunshine follows rain. And I will be your destiny if you'll be mine. I will be your destiny if you'll be mine. Old man lying in his bed, his mind is getting dimmer. His body is gone and all that's left is an image in a mirror. It said, I can take you with me, we can travel far, travel to the edge of town on a shooting star.
Applaud that. Taylor's Lane, guys. Listen, that's it from Fireside Sounds. I'm going to see you next week.